All right, in this tutorial, we're going to take our high poly and low poly Roman shield, and we're going to bake out some maps. So here's my shield underscore LP. I'm going to come over here to modify and put an unwrap UVW on it and open the UV editor. All right, so those aren't good UVs. So let's go ahead and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and turn on select by element. I'm in polygon. Click on this mesh and hit projection. And I need to change the angle until I actually get it projected from the front, and it may be X, Y, or Z. You just need to check. All right, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit peel. And I'm going to do tools, relax, and hit start relax. And I'm just going to fit that in there, and then do pack normalize. And let's do select overlap polygons. I don't see any problems. Select inverted polygons. I don't see any problems. If I kind of orbit around, I have backface cull turned on, so there's no mesh back there. That's good. So this low poly is good to go. So just right click and say convert to edit poly to make that permanent. Put another edit poly on. Let's export this out. File, export selected. I'm just going to navigate up to my shield and just do vn underscore shield underscore LP. All right, and hit save. Now I'm just going with my previous FBX settings. I'm going to hit OK. All right. Let's right click and say unhide all, and then just hide my low poly shield. All right, so here's everything else I have now. If I click on this, you could see that shows up as gray. These show up as a different color. And these show up as a different color. And so basically you can see if I click on the model, its wireframe color is actually kind of like a blue, this dark blue. It doesn't match the gray. So these different areas have different materials on them. All right? And so if you've watched the previous tutorials and you're doing them in order, you'll know why, right? We're going to use this to do masking. Now, we could, if we wanted to go even a little bit further, we could assign this material to the main shield. And if I put an edit poly on it, go into element, click on it, and just assign it ID1. There we go. I could potentially go through, and if I click on this guy and hold control and click here, I could assign this like ID2 to get even more variety in there, if I so chose, right? So I could even select this edge, hit ring, and then hold control and click here in polygons and set that to the same one, ID2. And then also up here in edge mode, click an edge, click ring, hold control, and I could set that to ID2. And if I want, I could keep going and breaking this up even more in different areas here. All right, that would definitely still work just fine. One thing I might do is I'm going to select everything. I'm going to click one of these guys, grab everything with ID2, and actually change it to, what are my options here? Let's change these to ID3, so they're a bit different from these guys, these little cylinders out here. All right. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we can grab all of our high poly mesh here. Just say File, Export Selected, and just change it to HP, because that's going to be our high poly model, and say OK. Right. So now we'll go ahead and we'll save this. And I'm going to close Max and open up Substance Painter.